Hi everyone, it's bedtime story time. So I put on my favorite pajamas, my onesies, my unicorn onesies with the wings. So if you're not in your jammies, turn off this video, go get them on real quick, and then jump into bed. Don't forget to brush your teeth, and then we'll meet back for story time. But if you're all jammied up, I'll count to 10, and then we'll start. You count with me, okay? 1, 2, 3, 10. Okay, let's go. I love Dr. Seuss books. He just makes me laugh, and this is one of my favorites. It's called A Fish Out of Water. Do any of you have fish at your house? When my girls were little, we used to get a lot of fish. So let's see what happens when this little boy got his first fish. This little fish, I said to Mr. Carp. I want him. I like him. And he likes me. I will call him Otto. Very well, said Mr. Carp. Now, I will tell you how to feed him. Then Mr. Carp told me, when you feed a fish, never feed him a lot. So much and no more, never more than a spot. Or something may happen and you never know what. How much to feed him? Right, just a spot. Then I took Otto home. I gave him some food. I did not give him much, just one little spot. But this did not make Otto happy. He wanted more food. He had to have more. Poor Otto. He just had to have more. Uh-oh. Do you think he's going to give him? What do you want to tell him? Say, no! I knew what Mr. Carp had told me. Never feed him a lot, never more than a spot, or something may happen and you never know what. But I gave Otto all the food in the box. Then something did happen. My little Otto began to grow. I saw him grow. I saw him grow and grow. Soon he was too big for his little fish bowl. There was just one thing to do. I put Otto into the flower bowl. There, Otto, I said, this will hold you. But nope, the flower bowl did not hold him. Otto went right on growing. This was not funny at all. His tail was growing right out of the top. I grabbed the flower bowl and I ran with it. Otto, I said, I know just where to put you. Then you will be all right. I put him in a big pot. But Otto was not all right. I saw him grow some more. Very soon he was too big for the pot. I put him in pot after pot. He was growing so fast. Poor Otto, my poor little fish. Oh, why did I feed him so much? Otto, I said, please stop growing. But Otto could not stop growing. He was growing all the time, and very soon I ran out of pots. Where would he put him next? Otto had to have water. There was just one thing to do. I did it. I grabbed him by the tail. Can you tell where he's going to take him if you follow the steps? I ran up with him, up to the tub. The tub is big. It can hold lots of water. Well, that's a good idea. Do you think that'll be enough? At last. There, Otto, I said, this tub holds my father, this tub holds my mother, so it will hold you. But the tub did not hold him at all. He went right on growing. Oh, Otto, I said, what can I do now? Then crash! The door went down. Crash! Otto went down. And I went down. Oh, what a ride. Down with the water, into the cellar, and down went Otto too. I had to do something fast. I grabbed the phone. Cellar is another word for basement, so that's where Otto went. Who do you think is going to call? Who would you call if you needed help? Those are all good ideas. I called a policeman. Help! Help! I said. I fed my fish too much. Mr. Carp told me not to, but I did. What? Said the policeman. Mr. Carp told you not to, but you did? Too bad, but I will come at once. The policeman came. My fish went that way, I said. He is down in the cellar. The policeman ran down with me. What a fish, he said. He is much too big to keep in a cellar. We will have to get him out. But how? What would you do to get him out? Oh, that's a good idea. Good thinking. We had to work and work to get Otto out. Poor Otto. Oh, why did I feed him too much? Mr. Carp told me something would happen, and it did. It did. Now we had Otto out of the cellar, but now Otto had no water. No water at all. A fish has to have water, I said to the policeman. We must take him to water. Get help. Call for help on your radio. Who are they going to call now? And where are they going to take him? The policeman called on the radio. He called for the firemen. Help, help, he said. A boy has fed a fish too much. A boy has fed a fish too much. We will come at once. Oh my goodness. The firemen came. They all helped to get Otto up. Well, where can we take him? I asked. Uptown? Downtown? Where would you take him? To the pool, yelled the fireman. To the pool, I yelled, and please, please hurry. Uh-oh, Otto's not looking too good. He's been out of water. They did hurry. The fire truck with Otto came right up to the pool. The fireman yelled, everyone get out of the pool! The fish is going in! Down into the pool went Otto. Into the pool with the big, what do you think? Splash! Now I was happy. And now at last my Otto had water. Lots of water. This big pool was just the thing. This big pool would hold him. Uh-oh. I don't know if I should show you the next page. Are you ready? But Otto went right on growing, and no one wanted Otto in the pool. They did not like Otto at all. You take that fish out of here, they yelled. They wanted to go swimming. There was just one thing to do. I did it. I ran to the phone. I called Mr. Carp. Please, please help me, I said. I fed Otto too much. Oh dear, said Mr. Carp. So you fed him too much. I knew you would. I always say don't, but you boys always do. Yes, I will come. Then Mr. Carp came. He had a black box in his hand, and he had a lot of other things too. Look how tiny that net is. Is that going to hold Otto? What are you going to do, Mr. Carp? I asked him, but Mr. Carp said nothing. He just went right up to the pool. Do you know what that is? You're right, it's Otto's tail. He took his black box with him and all the other things too. Splash! Mr. Carp jumped into the pool. Splash! Now Otto went down too. All I could see was his tail, and I could not see Mr. Carp at all. What was going on down there? What were they doing down there in the water? I have no idea. Now I could see nothing. Not Otto, not Mr. Carp, nothing at all. Would I see my Otto again? Would I see Mr. Carp again? Mr. Carp! Mr. Carp! I yelled. What are you doing? Are you all right? Then up jumped Mr. Carp, and in his hand was a little fishbowl, and in the bowl was my Otto. Mr. Carp had made him little again. Don't ask me how I did it, he said, but here is your fish. And from now on, said Mr. Carp, please don't feed him too much. Just so much and no more. Never more than you're right, than a spot. Good job, you remembered. Now, that is what I always do. Now I feed Otto so much and no more, never more than a spot, or something may happen. And now I know what. Oh boy, if you were that little boy, would you have listened to Mr. Carp? Would you have done the right way and just fed him more than a spot, or would you have given him more food? It's okay. Well, I want you guys to have the sweetest dreams ever if it's your bedtime. And if it's not your bedtime and you're watching this during the day, then have a great day of imagination. And I will see you all soon. We miss you guys so much. Make sure you're being good girls and boys and that you're helping around the house because that is really important. Bye.